All right. Hey, good morning, Coastlands family. So, this is our version of live streaming while we don't have that infrastructure in place yet. So, just wanted to take a few minutes and give you something to think about and process and sit with this morning on this beautiful rainy day as we get some forced rest. I was thinking about Mark chapter 6, one of my favorite passages actually, because it's where Jesus really speaks to these rhythms and this balance that he knows that we need to ingrain and operate alongside in our lives. And it's Mark chapter 6. It's after he has just sent out the apostles to do crazy stuff. They've seen amazing things happen, seen people healed and people set free, and they come back and they want to celebrate with him. And his response to them, you can find it in verse 31. It says, actually, verse 30, it says, the apostles returned to Jesus and told him everything that they had done and taught. And many people were coming and going, so there wasn't even time to eat. And he said to the apostles, come by yourselves to a secluded place and rest for a while. And in this time of social distancing and time of just having to kind of hold up some space for us to, I, I don't want to make this about COVID-19 because it's about something deeper, but at the same time, it actually works in regards to that as well. But there's an invitation here just to relax into some of the boundaries and the spaces that God has set up for us and to settle into that in a place of rest. And the main thing I wanted to give you just to think about this morning is sparked from Psalm 16, and I'm going to read it. And I would encourage you to take a couple minutes and just sit in it this morning. But there's one element about rest that I wanted to really give us to process. So Psalm 16, I'll read the whole thing. It's only going to take about 35 minutes. No, I'm just kidding. It's not that long. But David says, protect me, God, because I take refuge in you. I say to the Lord, you are my Lord. Apart from you, I have nothing good. Now, as for the holy ones in the land, the magnificent ones that I was so happy about, let their suffering increase because they hurried after a different God. I won't participate in their blood offerings. I won't let their names cross my lips. Yet, Lord, you are my portion, my cup. You control my destiny. The property lines, in other translations, that say the boundary lines have fallen for me in beautiful places. Yes, I have a lovely home. I will bless the Lord who advises me. Even at night, I am instructed in the depths of my mind. I always put the Lord before me. I will not stumble because God is at my right side. That's why my heart celebrates and my mood is joyous. My whole body will rest in safety because you won't abandon my life to the grave. You won't let your faithful follower see the pit. You teach me the way of life. In your presence is fullness of joy. Beautiful things are at your right hand. And the thing I wanted to just give you to sit with this morning is that rest is not just absence of activity, but it's actually fullness of joy and beauty and delight. And so whether you find a little moment between rain showers to take a walk, or whether you're just sitting in your home, I invite you to tune in to the presence of the Father, Son, and Spirit, not just in your heart, but in your home. That in that space of rest, there's not just absence of movement and work and activity, but there's a fullness of joy and delight and goodness that's resting in you and around you, in the Father, Son, and Spirit, and in your family. And so may you lean into that fullness this morning. May you sense, like David says, the boundary lines have fallen for me in pleasant places, that it's okay to have some boundaries up in this season in regards to activities we engage in and physical and geographical closeness, but at the same time that in the midst of those boundaries, there's fullness of joy right in front of us, right around us. And may you experience that, and may you see that and taste that and touch that in a deep, restorative, rejuvenating way this morning. So may you know that your home and your heart is filled with the joy and goodness and the delight of the Father, Son, and Spirit over you, in you, and around you. And may that translate into protection. May that translate into peace. May that translate into a sense of just being able to settle in and know that this is just a season, and that God is with us in it in profound, profound, protective, and peaceful ways. So have an amazing morning, whatever it looks like for you. And yeah, sit with God this morning.